McKays, and this is Firefly. Join us as we journey to 100 islands. Previously, we've shown you how we got this boat.
I think you got a good boat here. Oh yeah, you guys are ready to take on the world now.
This is the first boat that we have ever bought, which shocks a lot of people because it is a 50-foot catamaran. And they say, you mean this is the first big boat that you bought? And we say, well, we've had a kayak in the past. But really, this is our first boat, and although we might not know exactly what we're doing, we knew that we were going to have fun.
This is what happens when you bring out the floaty toys near a beach. I actually only know 2 of these kids.
I was on the hoverboard, and I was like beginning to get good at standing up. Like I wanted to be able to at least stand up and like hover for a little bit for the first time I go on. So I did, and I was actually kind of getting good at it until I accidentally did a really sharp turn and I fell, chopped up my leg.
Already, our first day on the boat, and we have a casualty.
No one's dead so far. When do you get the lucky opportunity to have like a cut so big it's bleeding out like this? And it just looks so violent and bloody and gross. You never get that opportunity. Well, not enough at least.
Daniel was so proud of his gash, but these kind of things are actually the things that freak me out. Like, what if his gash needed stitches and we were in the middle of the ocean? Thankfully, we were taught how to do sutures thanks to Dr. Dan, but when he taught us, he wasn't exactly comforting.
This is going to be a fake skin, and people can practice on paper as well. We'll get some paper. So the first thing that you need to do is put pressure on the wound, because you don't know, like it's bleeding, it may be oozing, it may be spurting. Most wounds are not going to look pretty like this. So when you have a crushing injury, skin kind of explodes from the pressure. Chainsaws do really jagged things. It's just so that you know, have I got an injury on a boat where I actually need to seek other help, okay? Because a lot of people that know how to suture will make the mistake of stitching something up and not going to see the plastic surgeon to get it repaired, and then you have a disability for the rest of your life. So laid this way, laid that way, and he's laying in here. You notice me, I was always laying in here. So it's more complicated to go on the outside of this.
Although his frankness kind of freaked me out, Dr. Dan was an awesome teacher, and we were so grateful. We have been trying to prepare to live on a boat. And so Dustin and I had taken sailing lessons, and our ASA courses that we took were documented on this channel earlier. But our children have never taken sailing lessons. And so Dustin had to go away on a business trip, and Captain Stan took us under his wing yet again and gave our children some sailing lessons.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we have Mama and me. We have Daniel and Max in the back. Maxo doesn't want to be here, but Daniel does. So we'll have a great time. See you next time. I'm out.
We are going to Havana Harbor to practice sailing the boat because we really don't know what we're doing. I mean, if you're not new here, you can go back and see like every instance that we've ever sailed at, and it's not a lot. Like, we really don't know what we're doing. So we have to have as much experience as we can while we have Captain Stan at our disposal.
Now, go all the way to the front of the boat. Lower, you can't fall out. Try to stay down in it a bit.
This is just so insane to me. I've never been on a boat that was so big that you had to get into the sail bag or whatever it's called to be able to put up the sails. Like, this is a huge boat and I am so unprepared. We need to be practicing every day. Ah!
Good job, good job. Yeah, that's it. And we aren't going to sail very fast.
Our first day of sailing with the teenagers. Woo! And we're beginning to realize again how much we don't know. Yay. There is no amount of preparation that can really ensure that everything is going to be ready for you to go on your blue water cruising adventures. But we were trying as best as we could, including teaching about the proper way to flush so that your urine wouldn't clog your pipes.
This is why it's so important to teach children to properly chew their food.
Also, we were going to make sure that we were not going to starve, and we took all the precautions to provision as much as possible. What do you think, Dustin? Do we have enough food?
No, never. Never enough, never enough.
It's true. What do you think, hon? Are we prepared?
We are prepared! I'm just gonna do this for the camera.
So what are you doing, William?
Covering it in petroleum.
Then I just need to label them like 3 amp, 5 amp, 10 amp, 15 amp.
What kind of life are we choosing, hon?
Certainly not the road most traveled.
It isn't even a road.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe we need to make up our own poem.
Even with all of this preparation, I am actually really stressed. I remember the first night that we had our boat home in the Emae harbor. That should have been a time of excitement and just wonder. But as I sat up in the cockpit looking up at the stars, I just felt overwhelmed. There's a huge amount of romanticizing sailing life and how idyllic it seems to be. One of my favorite things to do is to go to the fire dance at the beach bar. That is my happy place. And I would see sailboats out in the harbor watching the fire dance, and it would seem so dreamy. And I would fantasize about that one day being me. And then it was me. I was the boat that was out in the harbor. And all those fanciful ideas are not the reality. The fire show, which usually looks like this, to a boat on the harbor looks like this. So there's a lot going on in my mind, and a lot of it is hesitancy and fearfulness. But the truth is, this is the chance of a lifetime. I've heard it said that if your dreams don't scare you, your dreams are too small. Well, this is a big dream. Well, here we go. We are going to seize the day. We are going off to sail over the horizon to see what adventures we can find. It has been raining all day, and now we need to move onto the boat quickly before it starts raining again. Thankfully, the rain did stop as we officially moved onto the boat. This is my homeschool area now. Much different from my one back in Canada. I'm gonna miss that place.
Yep.
All right, look at this. Look how much sunscreen we have. And just you wait. No, not just one, not two, but I think we're covered. I think we're gonna have enough sunscreen. I think this is the last time I'm walking away from this beautiful house. Becky will be here for another week, but goodbye, house. This is it. This is the last bit of our stuff that we need to take on the boat. This is what it looks like. We're not completely moved in. Even though we've been sleeping aboard, we've also been living at the house, and that needs to change like right now because we're heading over to the other side of the island in just a couple hours. After sailing to Havana Harbor, we spent our last night in Efate with our neighbors who are practically family to us here in Vanuatu.
You have to show them. And then you'll be like, guys, eliminate everyone in the game until you're the last one standing.
How do you eliminate everyone?
Our kids were already so excited for this adventure.
What is it? Bioluminescence. There's so much. And, you need to go swimming.
Good morning. This is the first morning of our grand adventure. Dustin has already turned on the engines. I think the generator's going. And just look out there. Why Daniel slept on the couch, I have no idea. Our first night, and he slept on the couch.
Morning. This day we're all wearing our watches. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta turn them on.
We moving this way.
So we bought these watches, so if they fall overboard, they'll be safe.
Yeah.
Because that is my main concern. You know I love you.
Falling over, not
No
salt
losing
water,
this kid.
Not
These watches seem awesome, but they've already said that Josh was overboard because Josh is kind of far away from my phone. So hopefully it's okay. I don't know. I really want these to work because they're like my peace of mind. One hand on the boat at all times.
I saw a flying fish. It was so cool.
This first hop is to Emae Island, and there's no wind, and so we are motoring. But it shouldn't take us too long, and it's just like a short hop for our first experience.
This so far has been very fun because we saw free flying fish.
'Cause I'm a flying fishy, free as I can be. Yes, I'm a flying fishy, out on the open sea. And I saw something shiny under the water around me. And I took a bite, but it was a hook. Now they caught me, so I'm a falling fishy. I fly no more, I'm a falling fishy. Chopped up on the sailboat floor, and they'll eat me up for dinner. What an awful sinner. I was a flying fishy, as free as I can be. Don't do drugs, kids. I'm not saying that I did any myself, 'cause that would be bad. But if hypothetically there was a story where I did, it would be very sad. I was living under a bridge in a beautiful cardboard castle. Addicted to cotton candy, I'll keep it kid friendly for the song. I'm a flying fishy, as free as I can be. I'm a flying fishy, come on and sing with me. Don't do drugs, kids.
And before we knew it, we had arrived at our first island of Emae.
Close to shore. I can't wait to go on this island.
And now to go ashore.
There we go.
So these pickaninnies just told us that the village is over there. So I think we're gonna pack up and go to the village.
You can't keep them with you. And Abraham. You know, you might actually be able to tell them I'm your kid, you know? Yeah, they couldn't believe it.
Yeah, then we can all have good food.
Because lots of people don't have electricity, they come to the store to charge their devices, and the store charges them to charge their devices. Apparently that was one out of about 5 stores like that on this entire island. Yeah, like they really are independent. They make their own food, their own things. Our first day of sailing is coming to an end, and I've already gotten sick, I've already gotten a sunburn.
I haven't gotten sick.
So,
I like it.
Hey, there you go.
Join us next week as we take an unplanned detour to an island we never thought we would get to visit.